I want to say hello to a bunch of young liberals over here. I'm so glad you came on. As you said, that convention was amazing. We at the National Board thought 1,800, 2,000, maybe 2,500 at the outside. 3,200 liberals showed up. Right? They were not just sitting in bars having a good time. They were in the rooms. They were. Yeah. The rooms were full. They were lined up with the microphone. And as Bob said, 30% of those people were young liberals. And a majority were first-time delegates. I have great confidence in the future Liberal Party. It's almost enough to make a guy want to run again, you know?
But just to be clear, Bob said that he wouldn't run. So that everybody in this room is clear, Bob said that he wouldn't run.
Now, I want to mention the Victory Fund. One of my first official duties as President of the Liberal Party of Canada was to launch the Victory Fund. We started off from zero. We now have 10,000 Liberals that would join from coast to coast to coast. It produces $1 million a year for the ridings and $1 million for the National Party. But, as Bob said, with the subsidy disappearing, we need to do a lot better. We need to double that this coming year, and then double it again the year after. I hope that those of you who are not yet Victory Fund members, it's merely $5, minimum $5 per month for the National Party, $5 minimum per month for your local riding, minimum $10, and out of that costs you after the tax credit, basically a medium Tim's, small Tim's, and a muffin. That's all it costs you per month. So there's some forms at the back here. I hope you'll consider signing up. We need you. If we're going to create change, this is part of the change. And some of that money, by the way, will go towards a special fund to defend the new leader against those Tory attacks. We can't let that happen again. Now, I've been reading the biography of Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. He's one of my favorite authors. And those of you who are old like I am will remember that the first Apple computer was the Apple II. And it was a black screen with green letters on it, right? And you'd do the programming with the keyboard. That is the Liberal Party of the old. That's the Conservative Party now. That's the NDP Party.